young black thousandaire into black millionaire, into black billionaire. Gonna capital is gonna help us take it there. Alright, let me just run over my basic analysis here for next week. Today is the 30th, so tomorrow is the last day of the month, and then Monday, perfectly, we start November. Okay, November starts from Monday. So the market has basically been ranging for the past week, obviously because it was the closing of the month. The market had been in this general range in this orange area here. But what we can see happening now is that consolidation lines up nicely to create a bullish trend. Okay, we need confirmation of that, like perhaps we break out of this consolidation to the highs, then we break this key level, or another tap of this trend line could be a nice indication that it wants to continue up as well. But that's the general idea, and I want to just keep that in mind from next week and look for those opportunities. You can see we're at a monthly support level here. Price has been trading within this kind of monthly range of about so 1,800 pips, so 1,800 pips in this range thereabout. You can see that we coming off of a bearish trend here that ran for months, quite a few months, since April 2020 all the way to May 2021, so over a year. And then we see this small rally here, a very weak, leaving these wicks at this key level here, and then we see this large bearish engulfing candle take out 1, 2, almost 3. Yeah, it did engulf. It engulfed 3 candles, right, on the monthly. So let's go down to the weekly. So now you see we've laid out a couple of these ideas. I don't quite know what the next move is gonna be until I see the market open, obviously, but we can start to get some ideas and formulate a plan. So come down to the weekly and we see the story start to unfolding. So what happened? Price was in a downtrend. Nicely just flowing. Sellers were in control. And then we hit this area ahead, a monthly support. Of course, bounced off of that and kind of came back down to retest the area, making a higher low. Now, it may still be too early to call this a higher low because we haven't really seen it play out enough yet. I would consider it a higher low if it was to leave here and maybe get about to this key level. But anyway, it still have to go down to the lower time frames to really check it out. But you can see we formed a higher low here, and we still need to get past this key area of interest. I do like the fact that we are kind of seeing a bullish trend potentially forming here. So There's a lot of confirmations here that says price wants to continue moving up. On the monthly, it does appear bearish, but as we break it down, we can see that the lower time frames are starting to tell us a bit of a different story. And that's when we get down to the daily now, okay? And this area where we are right now in price is important because of that little consolidation that we've been in for how many days is that? Take the ruler and measure. That's 15 days. Okay, so 2 weeks and then some. Price has been in this range. Oops, deleted my key level. 2 weeks price has been in this range. So I'm expecting that it's gonna do something like this, and when it breaks out, it's gonna just shoot. Okay, now if it goes to the top side, then we're looking for buys. But what we're looking for, the next thing we're really looking for, I mean, we already see where the market's at. We already see what's forming, right? So we kind of, I'm kind of leaning more towards a bullish bias. Okay, I'm thinking price may want to continue up at least to this area of interest, at least. However, I do not have enough confirmations to execute an order just yet. What I would like to see before I entered this trade, ideally, was a break of this 2-week consolidation here to the top side. And a good additional confirmation that I wouldn't that I would like to see, especially on maybe the 4-hour chart, is a break of this 2-week consolidation, and then a retest, and then a continuation up. If not a retest of the consolidation, if not a retest of the top of the consolidation area, then at least a break of this key level, a retest, and then a continuation up. So either I'm looking for boom, boom, like that, break, retest, and continue up, or we're looking for boom, boom, break, retest, continue up. So you see kind of how when it was falling here, it broke, rally just a tiny bit, and then just continue to fall straight through. So what we'll be looking for, that is kind of like the reciprocal, I guess. You check it, go up, break, come back, retest, and then continue up. That would be a very nice confirmation of price wanting to continue up. Any of those two I just outlined. And then my trade would look something like, so if I was taking this one, I would wait until it came down to retest. A risky entry would be to try to catch a limit order at the key level itself. A safer entry would be to wait until it breaks these highs that it just formed on the breakout. So it broke out, it formed these highs, came down to retest. So wait until it breaks the highs that it just formed on the breakout. So that would look something like that. And then of course my stop would be somewhere below the key level, and then I could aim for somewhere just below the area of interest up there. Look at taking something like that, that would be an interesting trade to see if I could catch. So end up looking boom, yeah, that is what I would like to look for in the coming week. So again, my bias is bullish for a number of reasons. I'll stay on the 4-hour to go through it because you can see it even more clearly. We have this sort of bullish structure forming here, especially if we keep respecting this area, this key level here, and then we break to the top side. If we just keep going sideways and we kind of break through this line, I would stay away from trying to enter any early buys. If we break, then if we like continue going, consolidating for like even longer, then I would not take any early buys. I would wait until it gets above this key level at least. But if we can break early on in the week and then do one of the two things I mentioned, either retest the consolidation area and continue up, or preferably break the key level, retest it, and then continue moving towards this area, these previous highs here, this area of interest, previous highs, and possibly beyond, because you never know how far it could run. But this would be my target, and then if anything, I would just close a percentage and leave a runner to see where it could go. Anyway, don't want to make this video too long. Going to work on the format of these and try to improve them every time I do them. But for now, this is what I have on the USDCAD for the coming first week of November. This is the trade I'm looking for. If the information on the chart changes, I will adapt and trade what I see. There we go.
Young black thousandaire into black millionaire into black billionaire. I keep on stacking sowing seeds so I can feed my heirs. The momentary sacrifice is nothing when compared to my legacy as a young black thousandaire into black millionaire.